In this demonstration, we're going to look at inkjet image transfers. Inkjet transfer is one way of doing an image transfer in which the toner information that comes out of a printed page can be transferred from that surface to another. And in the process of doing so, the initial image is reversed in order to make that print that comes out and then re-reversed in the transfer process. And I'll go through all those steps. So we're going to start with inkjet, and I want to show you the things that we need in order to do it. So first, you'll need a digitally created image, which is coming off the computer right now, an inkjet printer, a wax sheet of paper, which is what we're going to print on. And this sheet, you'll notice the back is it's Avery labels, and you'll find them at any office supply store. And it doesn't matter what size you get, because what you're going to do is peel off the labels and all of the sort of border information, and they're going to be left with this perfect 8.5 by 11 sheet that fits right here in your printer. The other things you'll need is whatever surface you're going to transfer to. I'm going to do this coffee bag here. A wet sponge, just to moisten the surface in order to prepare it so that it will receive the printed information, and something to burnish it with. And the back of a spoon, plastic, wood, metal is perfect. So I'm going to start with an image that I created digitally, and in order to prepare it for printing for the transfer process, I'm going to flip it horizontally. So in your Photoshop toolbar across the top, go over to Image, scroll down to Image Rotation, and follow the command for flip canvas horizontal, flip image horizontal, so that it reverses that information. And in this instance, it's really important because I have text that I want to be able to read in the proper orientation. Print. So I've created this image in order to apply it to this coffee bag. And one of the things that's great about a process like inkjet transfer is that you can create an image, and in this instance it began with a model I built out of physical objects and photographed it, and then I applied some text and I warped the text. But I wasn't able to print directly onto the bag because it'll get jammed up in the printer. So inkjet transfer offers you that option of making a composite image and being able to transfer it onto almost any surface that can receive a print. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to moisten this bag a little bit. It sort of opens up the tooth of the paper that I'm going to print onto, and then I'll place the printed information onto the back. And I'm going to just use the back of the spoon to burnish it. So I'm just rubbing with sort of even, firm, consistent pressure. You can pretty much see through the waxed surface. You can see where the printed image is. And I'm going to rub until I'm pretty sure that all of that information is transferred. One of the things that you can do is you can peel back your original inkjet print so you can see that it's making its way onto the surface. You might notice when the wax paper comes off the inkjet printer that it looks fairly dull, but you'll see in the final version what comes out is as black as the information on the tone page is. It's just the nature of how the wax receives that toner. Finally, one of the things that I really like about this inkjet transfer process, or all of these image transfer processes, is it takes information that can be hard-edged and photographic and gives it sort of a gauzy, atmospheric, painterly look to it. Okay, it's pretty good. So you can see that the text flips and the image transfers almost completely to a point that that wax paper that you started with can really pretty much be printed on again. You can take your sponge and wipe off any excess toner, and then you're all set.